Hello and welcome back to my channel Learn with Nikhil. So in this lecture we are going to see an isometric projection sum where we have been given the front view and the top view and we have to draw its isometric view. So let's begin. So first step, always see the vertex O and we will calculate the three dimensions using the front view and the top view. So the three dimensions, this total distance is 30 plus 30 plus 15 plus 15 and the radius last is 30. So the total width is 120. Multiply by the depth of the figure is 60 and the height given is 50. So these are the three dimensions. Using these three dimensions, first we will draw a rectangular box. So first step, we will draw a vertical straight line. We'll mark a point O on it. So this is the point O we have considered. This side from the point O, left side here will be the width of 120. So on the left side we have to keep much space. Drawing the line, then marking the angles, that is 30 degree and 90 degree. Now as you can see from O, on the left side we have a distance of 120 millimeters. Here will be the height, that is 50, and here will be 60. So first we will mark these dimensions. This is 120, height is 50 and the depth is 60. Now using these dimensions we will create a rectangular box. The advantage of drawing the rectangular box is that we know that the total isometric figure, that is the three-dimensional figure, will be inside this box only. Draw the parallel lines properly and just check the dimensions whether they are marked properly or not. So we'll start the sum from this. First, from the point O, you have a height of 10 millimeter. So you can see a dark line of 10 millimeter. So from here I'll mark a dark line of 10 millimeter. I'll make this dark. So we'll start from point O. Now from here you can see from the top view there is a straight dark line. So this will be a straight dark line. Now the same thing is on the other side as well. So this is the point from the top view. Now joining this. So this part has been done. The straight dark line from the top view, and from the front view you can see a height of 10 millimeter. Now you have a slant line. Slant line is extended till this point. Now the dimension here you can see. You have a semicircle at the end and this semicircle radius is 30 and this distance is 30. So the total distance is 60. So the slant line is till this 60. So from here we have marked a point 60. So this is this point. So as you can see here also the projection. So this distance is 60 millimeter. So from here we will join the point this. So this will be the slant line. Same we will do it at this side also, as it's the same projection on the opposite end. Now joining this, we'll take the parallel line from here, reference, and we'll join it. Or you can directly join the points, it will be one and the same. So this will be the dark line and the slant part. Now here we'll have to draw the semicircle and the circle in between. Now to draw the semicircle, as you know, first we have to create the square of the diameter. As the radius of the semicircle is 30, the diameter is 60. So we'll draw the square. It is already there. This square is of 60 side. Then join the longest diagonal, and from the shorter diagonals we'll join at the opposite ends. This is the process to draw the semicircle or the circle. So this is the midpoint. Join from the smaller diagonal, midpoint, join from the other end. Same we'll do it at the opposite end also. It will pass from the center point. Now for drawing the semicircle we'll require this point. See how I am drawing it. This is this curve. Now the remaining curve, keep the vertex pointer here and we'll draw the curve. So this is how we draw the semicircle. So the semicircle part is done. Now we have to project the semicircle at the bottom side also. First we'll join these two lines. This will be the dark lines. You have to project this at the bottom part also, as it is totally cut. You can see the curve part, it is at the bottom side also. So you have to just project this curve below at the height of 50 millimeters. So we'll first take the projections from these points, the vertex and the end point of the curve. Now we'll take the compass. Before that we will project the point 50 millimeter below. So as the height is 50, so we projected the point 50 millimeter below. We'll take the compass, take this as the radius, keep it on the vertex and draw the curve. So this is how we project the curve at the bottom side. After projecting the curve, now you can join this dark line. So this is how it is done. Now this part is done, the curve is done. Now you have to draw the circle at the center of this. You can see the circle diameter given is 30, so the radius is 15. So as you have to draw the circle of diameter 30, first we have to draw a square at the center with side of 30. So for drawing that, first I'll join these center lines. So joining these center lines will give me the center point. So the center point is this. Now through this center point we have to draw the square. So from the center, 15 millimeters on the line, 15 millimeters below. From here, opposite side 15 millimeter on the other sides. So we have got this 4 points, the 4 ends of the square. Now through that I'll draw parallel lines from here, and taking this as the reference line, we'll draw the parallel line through these points and we'll join and we'll get a square at the center with side 30. Now the same process of drawing the square, the diagonal line is already there. So from the opposite ends we will join at the center point, at the midpoint of the opposite lines. We'll get these 4 points. Now through these 4 points we will draw the circle. So take the compass, take this as the radius, draw the curve with same radius but keeping the pointer here. Draw the curve at this side also. Now keep the pointer here, take this as the radius, draw the curve with same radius, keep the pointer here and join the curve. So this is how you create the circle. So with this we have created the circle with diameter of 30. Now the final part is remaining. You can see here there is a cut part which is drilled totally till the bottom. You can see the projection here, it is given dotted, so it is totally drilled from the top to the bottom. Now as you can see, the slant distance is not given, this distance is given, the side distance is given, which is given is 15 millimeters. So here we are marking 15 millimeter, then we have a 30 millimeter distance of the cut part, this is 30. Now with this dimension we will project this line on the slant part. So we'll project this upward till here, project this upward. Now taking the slant line as the reference line, we'll project the line on the slant line. So taking this as a reference, draw the light line, here also draw the light line. Now the cut part width given is 20. So from the center we will mark 10 millimeters on both the side. So from the center 10 millimeters on both the side will give me the distance of 20 millimeter. Now taking this as the reference parallel line, this is the slant line, we'll draw dark line here, we'll draw the dark line here. So this is the edges of the cut part. Now joining this, now this is how we get the cut part. Now as it is totally drilled from top to bottom, there will be a inner edge also. For drawing that inner edge, we'll take this as the reference line and we'll draw a dark line here. So this is how the cut part is drawn. And with this we are totally done with the sum. The only part remaining is the dimension marking and we are good to go. So see how I am marking the dimensions. All the dimensions given in the figure, we have to mark it. Don't forget to mark the arrow X, which is denoted as the front view. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe to my channel. If you have any doubts, any queries, let me know in the comment section. You can also connect with me on Instagram.